Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So friends, in this video we will have our discussion on this upcoming transit of planet Jupiter, which will happen on June 1st when Jupiter will enter the sign of Cancer, which is the sign of its exaltation. So that means from June 1st divine blessing is going to be overflowing, free flowing in all of our lives. And just because friends, Jupiter right now is in a very unusually fast motion, that means it is in Atichari motion. Whatever result Jupiter has to deliver in your chart, whatever could be attached or assigned as a birth promise in your chart, which is somehow connected with auspiciousness, increasing auspiciousness in your life will happen very fast. So friends, the beauty of this year is that because we know that Jupiter will retrograde on December 12th, it will enter back in the Cancer sign in January next year 2027 as well. But this video and this discussion is primarily focused on Jupiter's exalted state in 2026 from the period of June 1st till October 30th. And friends, amidst and in between this, like Jupiter is going to be entering the sign of Cancer, being in the Punarvasu Nakshatra. Jupiter owns or rules the Punarvasu Nakshatra. And friends, from 18th June till August 18th, Jupiter is going to be transiting in the Pushya Nakshatra. Like Pushya is considered as one of the most auspicious nakshatra. It is ruled by the planet Saturn, and the beauty over here is that when Jupiter is going to be in the Cancer, being in the Pushya, it is also going to be aspecting planet Saturn as well with its 9th aspect. And yes friends, from like August 18th, Jupiter will then move to the Ashlesha Nakshatra, where it will culminate its stay in the Cancer finally on October 30. So yes friends, now in this video we will try to look at that based on your ascendant. I would say that especially when it comes down to the transit of Jupiter, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, always observe it both from your ascendant and from your moon sign as well. I always say this thing that events which happen in our life which somehow physically impact us, so for that we get the information from our ascendant, but most of the birth promises which gets delivered, observing the transit from the moon plays a very significant role. And also friends, just because Jupiter has got additional aspect as well, Jupiter in a way has got blessing overall in its aura. That means not only it blesses the house where it is going to be transiting, but even its additional aspect, because now all the water signs are going to be getting very accentuated because Jupiter is going to be transiting in the one of the water sign, Cancer. It is going to be giving its a 5th aspect to the Scorpio sign, over where you will see some sort of divine protection in any of the ongoing conflicting situation, or this could be in any investigative research kind of work as well. Jupiter is going to be giving its straight aspect to the Capricorn, over where we can expect some turn around, lucky break, opportunities in your career endeavors, enhancement of the reputation. And finally Jupiter is going to be giving its 9th aspect to the Pisces sign. Jupiter owns or Jupiter rules the Pisces sign. Saturn is already transiting over there, so that means some sort of development like cleansing and release could happen. Very good, especially for those people who are very much aligned towards spiritual or righteous path in the life. So now friends, on this note, let's try to briefly look at that based on all the zodiac sign, whether it's your ascendant or it's your moon sign, how this transit is going to be benefiting you. So friends, starting first with the Aries natives. So for the Aries, Jupiter is one of the most auspicious planet for you, and now your 9th lord, your 12th lord is going to be entering in your 4th house. So friends, generally what I have seen that whenever Jupiter transit in the 4th house, it somehow facilitates those kind of event, trigger those kind of events which gives us stability and groundedness in the life, and which has more to do with, like for example, people get married, people invest in a house. This could be a case that you are living as a tenant, you have been relocating, moving a lot in your life, like living a typical nomad kind of lifestyle. And the minute Jupiter transited to your 4th house, somehow circumstances got aligned in such a way that you suddenly have the provision, opportunity or resources to invest in a house. Let me make this thing very clear friends, like a lot of the times when people end up doing those things regarding which they do not have any rational explanation that could this be possible for me with my limited resources, and those are the times when people realize that there is something bigger than themselves, which is the hand of the divine, hand of the god, which makes things possible. And finding a right partner, having a childbirth, having your own house, all these only happen because of the blessing. So I mean to say, for the Aries natives, friends, in your domestic life, in your family life, lot of positivity, lot of blessing, because Jupiter not only represents divinity, in your case it owns the ninth house as well. So that means lot of the auspiciousness can be anticipated during this time. And just because, friends, with its additional aspect, Jupiter is going to be aspecting your 10th and the 11th lord as well. So let's say, for example, if right now your aspiration are somehow connected with the foreign land, or anything connected with like activism, research, investigative work, over there as well, this additional aspect of the planet Jupiter will somehow safeguard your career related interest as well. If you have been in any of the victimized kind of situation, you are like entangled in any lawsuit related situation as well, over there as well, this aspect of the planet Jupiter will act as a divine protection in your case. So yes, friends, for the Aries Lagna, all what I can say is that your family life, your domestic life is going to be receiving lot of the divine blessing. Whether your concern right now is of like you work as a realtor, or your aspiration is somehow connected with politics, mass reach, agriculture, farming, getting that stability, rootedness in your life through some major like career opportunities, all that can be expected when Jupiter will transit to your 4th house. In a nutshell, see, I cannot rate it on the basis of for which zodiac sign it is good and for which zodiac sign it is best, but for sure for Aries Lagna, this could be the life defining transit when Jupiter will enter in their 4th house. Now friends, when we talk about the Taurus natives, so friends, for the Taurus natives, beyond any doubt, Jupiter is your 11th lord, it is your 8th lord. If I were to only go by the house ownership, Jupiter is not that favorable planet for you. And second thing is that many astrologers look at Jupiter's transit to the 3rd house as its Mandakaraka Avastha. So friends, if I were to say, definitely it will come with a catch. Now catch is going to be, there is going to be some sudden development which will happen in your path. See, when we talk about 3rd house does not only tell about your like initiatives, your communication, your short travels, your relationship with the neighbors, but it also somehow governs like, you know, the kind of path which is meant for us. So there might be some disruption in your existing flow of the life. And here when I say disruption, something what is aligned with your destiny, with your life path. So correction will happen like that. Something where your higher fulfillment is aligned, life will put you in that path. Along with that, friends, just because if you are primarily working in the domain of like if it is connected with communication, like journalism, broadcast, media, content creation, there might be some big opportunities which will come. See, friends, because in your case, I'm not only looking at Jupiter, I'm also looking at the role which Saturn is playing right now in your case. I'm also looking at the dignity of Rahu in your 10th house. So definitely, if you primarily work in the domain of the teaching, you working as a tutor, as a language coach, or anything connected with communication or travel industry or being freelance, self-employed, some major opportunities will come during this time. That I can say with complete surety. The thing is, whenever you have two important powerful planets which are somehow impacting, influencing your karma triangle, your air triangle. So that means your desires and your communication and relationship, that aspect, like you can expect some sort of groundedness, like, you know, life defining stable opportunity. So this is how things will work out because of Jupiter's formal entry in your 3rd house. But again, friends, when we talk about the living signification, so over there might be some sort of disruption. Saturn in the 11th house, Jupiter being the 8th lord in the 3rd house. So when we talk about your relationship with the friends, with your younger siblings, over there might be some disruption. So my recommendation to the Taurus Lagna native is that in any case, friends, you have Rahu right now going from your 10th house. So only share that much information in your social media handles with your friends, which is not like you're not very doubtful about that if this information will get leaked out. It can impact your public image, it can hurt you in any ways. So share only that much information with people in your network circle which is like harmless for you. And yes friends, some sort of competitiveness, ideological differences can be expected with your friends, with your sibling. But when we talk about the prospects of communication or like some sort of new beginnings and being put in the path which is aligned for you, this is going to be one of the best transit for the Taurus natives. Now friends, when we talk about the Gemini natives, so friends, in your case, Jupiter has got a rulership over your 7th house, over your 10th house, and now it is going to be transiting from June 1st till October 30 in 2026 in your 2nd house. Again friends, Jupiter is seen as the significator karaka of the 2nd house. Even in the transit, Jupiter's transit from the 2nd house is generally considered as good. So if I were to say, when we talk about some income opportunities, enhancement in your knowledge, or some sort of auspiciousness in your family life, regarding that, this is one of the very good transit. See friends, like when you have your Artha triangle getting reinforced, because in the 2nd house you have Jupiter, in your 10th house you have Saturn being placed over there. So this could be seen as a time where many people will invest in some stable income, towards some stable income. Like this could be a case, for example, you're working as an astrologer without any proper address, but during this time you will think about registering a company, hiring some people, like opening up a proper office, contact center, building up a team. So this looks like to be that kind of transit. See, all the major events in our life generally happens when Saturn and Jupiter, they both are allowing it, they both are giving their permission, their consent for it. So I mean to say, when we talk about your career, when we talk about your finances, this is actually going to be a life defining time. And that is what my recommendation to the Gemini native is, that let's say for example, if some sudden windfall financial gain happens, rather than just losing out everything in like extravaganza, or you're like going on that spending spree, much better consolidate it. Because Saturn in the 10th, Jupiter in the 2nd house, it's a very beautiful combination for that stability, that groundedness in your source of income, in your resources, in your family life. And like the way friends, I mentioned this thing, anything connected with auspiciousness in the family can be expected. This could be someone in the family getting married, childbirth, some major contracts, or some gains in the business. So whatever will happen during this time, like we generally say, the beauty of the 2nd house is that your success, your happiness is a part of the celebration within the whole family. So that is the kind of vibe which I am seeing for the Gemini. And yes friends, when we talk about the 2nd house, your speech, so people will experience that sort of wisdom in your speech, in your words. And just because friends, from over here, Jupiter is going to be giving its aspect to some important houses, especially when we talk about Jupiter's aspect to the 6th house, Jupiter's aspect to the 7th house, to the 10th house. This actually work on a plane of like giving you the divine protection amidst any situation. This could be health situation, credit or loan related situation, any of the threat on the count of the enemies, opponents. So Jupiter will give you that divine sort of protection. Now friends, let's move forward. When we talk about the Cancer natives, so friends, for the Cancer natives, this is actually going to be a life defining transit. Jupiter is going to be coming to your 1st house and it is going to be getting exalted over here. So friends, just because Jupiter is your 9th lord as well, so many lucky break, many divine opportunities will come to you. This is actually going to be the time when we say this thing that, see, I'm not only looking at Jupiter, I'm giving attention to all the karmic planets like Jupiter's contribution, Saturn's current 9th house transit, Rahu Ketu operating in your 2nd house, in your 8th house. Because friends, you have to look at it in this way. Whatsoever Jupiter is doing right now, whatever Jupiter is building up right now, immediate after that, Ketu is coming over here. So let's say for example, if during this time, if you come across any religious group, any religious person, any teacher, any guru, and whatever mantra, whatever process or ritual will be provided to you, the impact and the result of that will be experienced once Ketu will come over here. See friends, when we come across people who are like successful in any field, we only give attention to their success. We forget to give attention towards the hard work of their training, of their struggle as well. So that is what I'm trying to say. See, this is purely getting applicable for those who are in the path of the spirituality, or we say that soul level realization. So whatever you will do right now, whatever you will sow, when Jupiter is transiting from your first house, the awakening, the awareness, the realization of that will happen when Ketu will come, and that is not far, that ain't far. In December only, Rahu Ketu axis will now come to your first house and your seventh house. So that is getting more applicable for those who are like inclined towards spirituality, soul realization. But in general as well friends, when we talk about work opportunities, enhancement in your reputation, some auspicious event in your family life, this could be getting married, having a childbirth, having your own house, career opportunities, being considered for promotion. So all those auspiciousness can be expected when Jupiter is going to be getting exalted over your first house. Divine protection is going to be there in your life for sure. Marriage, childbirth, visa, foreign travel, all of that can be expected, and most of the things will happen because of the blessing. That's all what I can say. Now friends, when we talk about the Leo natives, so friends, for the Leo natives, Jupiter is now going to be transiting to your 12th house. Jupiter is a very important planet for you. It is your 8th lord, it is your 5th lord, and now it is exalted in the house of the self-realization, moksha, and out of the body kind of experiences. So first of all friends, let's say for example, all those people who are planning, like if you are planning to relocate, or you are a student, you are applying for any scholarship, any grant, something, so during this time you will get that opportunity. Anything connected with foreign settlement, foreign relocation, overseas opportunity, you are in an import export nature of work, you have interest in traveling to a foreign country and enrolling for any exchange program, going for any meditation retreat, or living in a monastery, in a ashram for a while to get that learning, that knowledge from someone awakened, like an awakened master. This is going to be a very good time for that. Along with that friends, see, you have to be very accountable right now, because for the Leo Lagna, what is happening right now friends, in your case, in the past 1.5 year, I'm talking in totality, with the Rahu and Ketu transit, a lot of the decision taken by the Leo natives right now are very esoteric, that cannot be understood with a rationality, with a rational mind. And I don't blame you guys. Like when you have Ketu, a headless planet, transiting from your first house, and Saturn transiting in the 8th house, people end up behaving like that. Like their behavior, their actions cannot be understood with rationality, with rational mind, right? So I mean to say, now just because so far the only thing which was working in your favor was whatever you were doing, at least divine and divinity was protecting you. Your interest were getting protected, right? Because Jupiter was there in the 11th house. But now because Jupiter will again shift to the 12th house, so all the decision which you will take during this time, especially where your career is involved, rationality, interpersonal relationship, all of that is involved. So you have to be slightly careful. The way you have been being safeguarded at the 11th hour so far, I would say that now you have to be very much accountable, responsible, and you have to look at you have to see the life with a far-sighted vision. Like what could be the repercussion of your action? That is the one thing which I want to actually want to highlight over here, because when planet goes in the 12th house, they are there just to take away things from us. This could be a case that your pride, your ego to be taken away, surrender will come, or interest in spirituality will come, divine intervention, all of that will happen. But when we talk about rationality, when we talk about your divine protection, that somehow remains very skeptical. that somehow remains very whimsical, very unpredictable. So that is the only reason I'm highlighting this over here. And yes friends, anything connected with research, scientific work, anything connected with innovation and all, or any healing related fields and all, this is going to be a beneficial time for the Leo Lagna. And again, those people who are planning to initiate a new venture far away from their birthplace in a foreign land, so I would say that if you have earned those merits, things will happen in a like a flash of light, in a sudden unpredictable kind of way, like divine cosmos instincts like will play a very significant role for giving you the opportunities in the foreign land far away from the birthplace. But again, all what I can say and warn Leo Lagna native is that now you have to be very careful, very accountable for your action. All of that kind of a wheel of divine protection which was there, it might not be that much easily accessible now, because Jupiter is now getting exalted in the 12th house. So friends, yes, that's all what I can say for the Leo natives. Jupiter is going to be aspecting your like 4th house, 6th house and your 8th house. So when we talk about whatever Saturn is doing right now in your life, Jupiter will give you that inspiration, wisdom, so that you don't see everyone as your enemy and you are able to extract the lesson even from your critics. Jupiter will help you in settling up any of the credit loan related issue, and for those who are planning to like buy a house, build a house in a foreign land, stars are going to be supportive. Now friends, when we talk about the Virgo natives, so friends, for the Virgo natives, Jupiter is your 4th and your 7th lord, and now it is going to be transiting in your 11th house. One of the very good transit for the Virgo Lagna. So friends, if I were to say, in this period of time from like June 1st till October 30, Jupiter is all in a direct motion. It is only going to be getting into retrograde motion on December 12th, when it would have already moved to the Leo. So that means, see, in between Jupiter is going to be getting combust, but still Jupiter is going to be maintaining its dignity in your 11th house. That means this could be the time many Virgo Lagna natives will be able to buy their own house, or many people will have major career opportunities. A lot of the Virgo natives will have this provision to settle down or find a right match, get married. So all those things can happen. I always say Jupiter is somehow connected with the auspiciousness. 11th house is the house of the wish fulfillment. So that means a lot of the things can get materialized during this time. See, I do not know your natal planetary alignments or your activated dasha, but let's say for example, if you have good yogas in your chart, you're running some favorable dasha, this could be the time of achievement, accomplishment and celebration in the life, celebration with the family. That possibility is going to be there. And let's say for example, you are experimenting with anything connected with your business or with your family, with your domestic life, or like planning for like, you know, getting into some stable grounds. Like we look at stability through investing in relationship, securing our future. So like you will be headed in the right direction. You will be guided in the right direction. There's a high possibility. Jupiter in itself represents the divine guidance, right? All the Guru Tulya people, all the mentors, teachers and all, they all are like being embodied and represented by the Jupiter. So Jupiter is in its best dignity. You will get the right guidance and life will put you in the right path. And yes friends, even the this combination of Saturn being an important planet for you, dignified in the 7th house, and Jupiter aspecting it. So some major career opportunities and like, you know, running into some very substantial and influential kind of contacts could be seen on the cards. And again friends, now what is happening in your case? This overlap very soon will happen when after like from your 11th house, Jupiter will move to your 12th house, and then Ketu would have come to your 11th house. So if I were to say friends, whatever merits you have earned, Jupiter is connected with the merits, the divine spiritual merits, and Ketu is connected with the cosmos, and we say that our Pur Punya, past life merit, all of that is Ketu domain. People who are able to perform miracles and who are like chosen one in the life, they are supported well by the destiny, by the omens. So all those magic and miracle will happen. So all what I can say for the Virgo natives, omens are playing a very significant role. My recommendation to the Virgo Lagna natives right now at this moment is that henceforth especially for this year, although good things is something, good virtue is something you have to follow every time, but at least be respectful to the religious people, to the people who do the spiritual work, and whenever you have to take any important decision, honor the omens. Honoring omens will become very important. Now I don't say that you have to get a professional reading every time you're about to start anything new, you have to know about the muhurat. It's not that complicated. With the basic knowledge you can do it on your own as well, but honor omens, honor spirituality, honor spiritual people, and life will put you in the right direction. Major auspiciousness on the way for the Virgo natives. Now friends, when we talk about the Libra natives, so friends, for the Libra natives, like Jupiter is your third lord, Jupiter is your sixth lord, and now it is going to be transiting in the 10th house. So friends, when we talk about the house ownership, Jupiter somehow represents struggles and the hardship purely in terms of the house ownership. And Jupiter also is slightly uncomfortable in the 10th house because Jupiter wants to be respected, follow the virtues and morals. And yes, once you are in a career, in a line of work, then you have to compromise just to do the job, right? So I mean to say, it comes with a catch, it comes with a twist. Now to which all people this transit is going to be very beneficial irrespective of all the nitty gritty. So for those people who work in finance, who work in judiciary, or who are in any sort of advisory role, you are connected with publishing and all, so for those people, beyond any doubt, this is going to be one of the best transit. For rest of the people, so friends, now what is going to be happening through hardship, I would say that life will give you many platform, many opportunities. Like, see, I don't want to call it as a lucky break, but at the career front, if you have earned it, and if you're competing for something which is like, you know, like very tough, and like where there's a lot of the competition and all, so at least stars will support you in any of the competitive situation. Your luck, luck will actually play a very significant role in safeguarding your public image, reputation, and especially for those people who are like appearing for any important competition in this point of time, like you are a political aspirant, election is supposed to happen, any nomination is going to happen during this time, you have to write any federal government exam during this time, and chances are very slim and you are on a brink of losing that. So I mean to say, those kind of situation where stakes are very high, luck could support you. So for the Libra Lagna, if let's say for example you're running some favorable dasha, this could be the time of some next level development, growth or progress in your public image. But again friends, the way things are working out for you, Rahu is already there in your 5th house, Ketu in the 11th house, so honor the omens. That will become very important. That is a dictum for how to deal with Ketu. Rahu is in the 5th house. Refrain from overthinking. And when we talk about Saturn being in the 6th, so there is no shortcut to hard work, and don't reveal your plans because you do not know who is your well-wisher and who is planning things or plotting things behind your back. So yes, that's all what I can say for the Libra natives. But whenever Jupiter and whichever house Jupiter touch, it somehow gives us expansion over there. So high possibility of some good opportunities in your career front. We say this thing that your influence will spread, it will increase during this time. Your clout, your influence will spread. The positive word of mouth about you will spread during this time. There's a high possibility of that. And yes friends, Jupiter is going to be somehow influencing your Artha triangle. So finances, credit, competitive situation, family life, career opportunities, all of that is going to be under the scrutiny of Jupiter in this transit of this exalted state in your 10th house. Now friends, when we talk about the Scorpio rising or Scorpio moon sign natives, so friends, in your case, like Jupiter is your 2nd lord, Jupiter is your 5th lord, and now it is going to be getting exalted in your 9th house. So friends, to begin with, see, when we talk about anything to do with like during this time, for sure Scorpio Lagna natives will get a lot of the chance to participate in some charitable events, religious events, some sort of pilgrimage. And like the way we say this thing, sometimes even when you don't want it, you were not looking for it, willing for it, you end up gaining enmity with people. You end up wasting your money, right? And this is going to be the time when you will indulge into those kind of actions which will awaken your consciousness, enhance your reputation, or make you a part of some holy work, charitable work, which will earn you good merits. Regarding that, it's a very supportive kind of transit. Again friends, whenever we have any of the combination of the trine houses, it is generally considered as very good, especially all the Lakshmi, the blessing and the auspiciousness happens in our life. If you're concerned anyway, like if in your birth chart there is a promise of a female child, so and you're planning a child and all, so pregnancy can happen. So when we talk about the childbirth, when we talk about visa, immigration, foreign settlement, or some sort of lucrative opportunities, government tenders, contracts in your business, all of that can be expected. See friends, when we talk about ninth house, Jupiter is connected as the significator of the ninth house. All the auspiciousness, divine guidance and all the blessing comes from the ninth house. So this is kind of a very purest kind of combination. So one thing is for sure that blessings, ancestral blessing will guide you, will protect you in most of the life's scenario in the situation, and all of your endeavors are somehow going to be divine protected. You will get the right sort of mentorship, right set of advice, right set of counseling. And let's say for example, if you have any of the important major decision planned around this time, like you have to write any competitive exam, you're planning to move and start fresh in a new country in this period of time. So if any major decision of your life is getting aligned with this period, so you'll be well supported. Again friends, I don't say that, see, you cannot take astrology like this, that if the planet has moved to this house, then it means suddenly this will happen. Okay, you need to be very enlightened to see things like that. But in our daily life as well, a lot of the things happen when planets come in a perfect alignment, they trigger events. Like the way, for example, let me give you a very basic scenario situation from my own personal life. So the day when Jupiter got direct recently in the Gemini, in my third house, I'm Aries. Right on that day, I got that enrollment offer letter from a job which I was very impatiently waiting from past few weeks. The day when Mars transited to the Pisces, got conjunct with Saturn, it happened in my 12th house, being a Aries. It never happened. I left the soup on the carpet, on the rug, and I was just passing by and my feet got burnt. Like all the soup fell on my feet. 12th house, feet got burnt. Mars Saturn entered right on that day. I mean to say, one thing is that if you have that birth promise, it can initiate some auspicious events in your life. And another way of looking at this transit is that whatever you will be participating in this period of time from June 1st till October 30, there is going to be that added supportive support of the luck to you in those endeavors. So yes friends, and from over here, Jupiter is going to be giving its aspect to your first house, to your ascendant, and to your fifth house as well. So whatever will happen during this time, your health will be protected, your public image, your name, your reputation will be protected. Like for the students, it's a very supportive time. You are an artist or a creative person, very supportive time. Any of the concern of the foreign relocation, foreign travels, work opportunities, very supportive time. So yes friends, for the Scorpio Lagna it is, I couldn't say anything more. It's going to be one of the life defining time, and I'm expecting a lot of the auspiciousness in your life in this period of time. Now friends, when we talk about the Sagittarius, whether ascendant or the moon sign, so friends, in your case, Jupiter being your ascendant or the moon sign lord is going to be transiting in your 8th house. So beyond any doubt friends, this is actually going to be very transformative time for the Dhanu natives, for the Sagittarius natives. Now it all comes down to what is getting applicable in your life. If you are a very spiritual, you are connected with like anything which is scientific in nature, research, occult, there could be some major breakthrough which could happen during this time. And along with that friends, just because in your case Jupiter is your 4th lord as well, so this also tells about that the way you feel deep inside, your emotional state, your family life, any of the housing related concern can suddenly get transformed, and some sort of miraculous blessing can also come during this period of time. So this could be a case that you're going through some ancestral property dispute. You might get the verdict in your favor. You're planning to like buy your apartment, buy your own house. You work as a professional realtor. There's going to be success over there as well. See friends, when we talk about the 8th house, when we talk about the 12th house, we cannot accurately predict that what is happening beneath the surface. But just because, first of all, Jupiter in itself represents auspiciousness, and Jupiter in your case becomes much more favorable for you because it is your ascendant lord. So that means whatever is going to be brewing up right now, somehow it is going to be happening, working in your favor. Sagittarius natives during this time will get a lot of the chances to participate in ritual. You already have Saturn there in your 4th house, right? And when Jupiter will also be transiting in your 8th house, getting exalted over here, so that means expect like participation in anushthan, in havan, in ritual, some kind of shamanic kind of activities, taking pilgrimage. So possibility of all of that. And yes friends, from over here Jupiter is going to be giving its aspect to your like 12th house. Any of the concerns of the travel, relocation, stars are going to be very supportive. It is going to be giving its aspect to your 2nd house. It will make your voice very mellifluous, deeply insightful, and along with that some sudden financial opportunities. And it is going to be giving its aspect to your 4th house where Saturn right now is transiting. That means some sort of stability in your family life as well. So yes friends, for the Dhanu natives, a lot is dependent on matching this transit, what kind of yogas and activated dasha you are running. Let's say for example, if at the same time you are going through Saturn maturity age 36, Rahu Ketu return, Rahu Ketu inversion, Rahu maturity 42 years of the age, so then that means major transformation or turnaround can happen in your life, and divine protection, divine blessing is going to be there. So overall friends, very supportive transit for the Sagittarius natives. Now friends, when we talk about the Capricorn natives, so friends, for the Capricorn, Jupiter is your 12th lord, it is your 3rd lord, and now it is going to be transiting in your 7th house where it is going to be getting exalted over there. So friends, nothing could be better than that. The thing is, I always say, people say that 4th house represents the masses, 3rd house, 11th house our friends, 7th house represents our random public encounters, right? So during this time, if you're already working as a politician, you are an activist, social work, NGO, very supportive time. Or let's say for example, during this time, lot of the wisdom, lot of the blessing, and some lucky encounters will happen in life during this time. Suddenly you will find people who are very elevated, very helpful, very wise, who will play a very supportive role during this time. And yes friends, because of the support of the luck, this is actually going to be a very supportive time for giving a serious thought for settlement in the life, for investing in some serious committed partnership in the life. Now again, this could be getting applicable in the case of the your career opportunities. This could be business opportunity. This could be in the marriage, in the relationship as well. There couldn't be a better time for you to invest in relationship. See friends, because you have to understand, I'm not only looking at Jupiter's role right now, I'm looking at what is coming for you in your 1st house, in your 7th house. You will be very soon hosting Rahu and Ketu, the planet of destiny, unusual energy, erraticness. I mean to say, a lot of unpredictability is already coming your way. It ain't far. Winter is coming in your case, Ketu coming in your 7th house, because after that, all that which will happen in the 7th house will be beyond your control. Right now you have a say. Right now blessing is there. And again, see friends, generally what happens whenever you have like Ketu transiting from a certain house, it's not like that it physically separates us from that entity. Sometimes even we have the best of the things, but we don't have that feeling. We don't have that connectivity. We feel that people connected to that house where Ketu is transiting, they seems to be distant now. They seems to be inaccessible now. But again, Ketu also represents blessing. Ketu also represents those opportunity which comes to you purely because of the luck, support of the omens, right? So I mean to say, this is the best time for you friends before Ketu come over here. try to capitalize on this. And again friends, even if you will keep aside the relationship for a minute, like especially the intimate relationship and all, so from the business point of view, from the monetary gains point of view, successful alliance collaboration point of view, this is going to be one of the best transit of the planet Jupiter. And again friends, from over here Jupiter is going to be somehow aspecting, activating your karma triangle. That means desire fulfillment, wish fulfillment, important connections, or if you are an artist, you are an influencer, entrepreneur, freelance, self-employed, so look forward to some, where we say that you could be a very good musician, but just being a good artist is not sufficient enough, right? You need a right representation as well. So some of the mediocre artists as well, but just because they get represented by right talent agency, they keep on booking the job, right? So that is what I'm trying to say. So look for those stable, grounded kind of opportunities, collaboration, because there's a high possibility if you are running some favorable dasha, it will happen. See, that goes without any saying. Capricorn natives are known for, they are respected for their maturity, they are responsible, they have the capacity to shoulder responsibilities, right? So look forward to some equal level of efficient kind of collaboration where people opposite to you will match your caliber, high possibility of that. So yes friends, now when we talk about the Aquarius natives, so friends, for the Aquarius natives, Jupiter, which happened to be your second lord, it happened to be your 11th lord, is now going to be getting exalted in your 6th house. So friends, when we talk about the transit of the Jupiter from the 6th house, so again I will be very honest with you, 6th house Jupiter has got more to do with like setting up your defense, your immunity, your protection. So I mean to say, let's say for example, if your income, your opportunities, your finances are connected with healing, medicine, service, lawsuit and all, this could be beneficial time for you. Many Aquarius natives will get those opportunities during this time, which will help them structure their finance, their daily life, their routine, any of those kind of issues and the nemesis or the shadripu they have been dealing with. It will give you that sort of clarity how to deal with, how to counter any of the ongoing health challenges or financial challenges, liabilities. It will definitely give you a chance, it will definitely give you an answer to deal with these kind of issues. And again friends, like the way I mentioned, if you primarily working as a lawyer, as a nutritionist, this is going to be a very beneficial time for you. So yes friends, that's all what I can say, because somehow the way Jupiter was operating when it was transiting in your 5th house and the way it will work, it will function when it will enter in your 7th house, till the time Jupiter is in the 6th house, it has more to do with like gaining wisdom in your daily life. See, let's say for example, if you are a service professional, like for example, during this time you have to write any competitive exam, stars could support you. You are a very strong candidate for promotion in your job, this could support you over there. So you have to be realistic. See, you have to be very practical. This is not a time, because Jupiter's transit, again, don't get fooled by the house ownership. We know that for the Aquarians, Rahu, Saturn, Mercury, Venus are good planet for you, but no matter how good Venus is, Venus will only give you family life or that higher calling, 4th and the 9th lordship. But when we talk about the finances, money, opportunity, fame, for that you need the support of the 2nd and the 11th lord as well. Now whether the books say that Jupiter is a good planet or not, it holds the key to give you answer to that, right? Sometimes happens that even in the office, like the person you do not like much, but he sits on a table where he has your file or clearance with him. So that is what I'm trying to say, that during this time try to make the best use out of it. Jupiter will give you the clarity how to manage your finances, your health, daily routine, clarity in managing your debt, high chances of promotion or performing good in any competitive kind of situation. So all that possibility could be attached with the Aquarius natives. Again friends, in your case, Rahu Ketu transit is happening right over your 1st house, 7th house, your ascendant, your moon sign lord. Saturn is already transiting in your 2nd house. So Saturn always inspires us towards some important investment in our finances. Saturn does not look for short-term gratification, right? So whatever Saturn is operating right now in terms of your finances, your family life, Jupiter will give you right set of determination, willpower, clarity to manage it, to deal with it, whatever is coming your way. And again friends, Jupiter is still very much manageable, because very soon after Jupiter, Ketu will enter in your 6th house, and Ketu could be problematic. So I mean to say, whatever you have in your to-do list connected to the 6th house, manage it in this period of time, because once Ketu will come, Ketu is non-negotiable. That's all what I can say. So yes friends, and from over here, Jupiter is going to be giving its aspect, like see, your Artha triangle is very accentuated. 2nd house, 6th house, 10th house. So career, competitiveness, your public image, your reputation. So all of that is going to be in the right hands of these planets. One planet of the karma, another planet of the fortune. So you are well taken care of in this department. Now friends, when we talk about the Pisces natives, so friends, for the Pisces natives, Jupiter beyond any doubt becomes your sign lord. It is going to be transiting in the 5th house. The whole focus of yours will now go in this house. That means some auspicious event can be expected in this period of time. If your concern right now is to start or launch your own brand, you are right now in any of the crossroad, in the career transition, any of the concerns of the childbirth, you work as a teacher, as a tutor, as an educator. So overall, it's going to be very supportive transit. Again, friends, I always say this thing. See, during this transit of Jupiter, you have to understand that what is coming for you. Because it's not only Jupiter doing its part. Immediate after Jupiter, Ketu is going to be entering over here. And all these planets are known to churn up things. See, I always say, people say that, Rahu and Ketu exist. What's the difference? Knowingly or unknowingly, we keep on doing things which are seen in the cosmic rule book. Something as good, something as bad. Ketu activates what is good, our pure merit. And Rahu activates, churn out something which might be not very healthy, very good. Some sort of hidden sins which you might have committed. But right now you are very lucky and fortunate in this regard that two very pure, pious and divine spiritual planets are going to be activating, churning out your 5th house. So a lot of the good things will come out in this period of time. So yes friends, some new idea, success in the academic matters, those who are planning to get married, very supportive time. The thing is, wheresoever the sign lord goes, our whole focus goes in that area. So that means your chit, your intellect, your memory, the kind of thoughts which come to you are going to be very pure, are going to be very pious. So yes friends, and from over here, Jupiter is going to be giving its aspect to your 1st house, to your 9th house, the Lakshmi Sthana are getting activated. So some divine blessing, and blessing in the form of the good wealth or good remuneration for your skill, for your talents, being aligned in a path which is giving you that chance to awaken or elevate your consciousness. So those possibilities and those events can be expected with this exalted state of Jupiter in your 5th house. So yes friends, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. Once again, thanks a lot for watching this video, and for further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.